comparing Rubio and Anand, security versus trade in ASEAN diplomacy. Friday, 11th of July, 2025. The recent visits of U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Canadian Foreign Minister Anita to Kuala Lumpur for the 58th ASEAN Foreign Ministers Meeting revealed two distinct yet strategically aligned offerings to Southeast Asia, one led by security imperatives and the other anchored in economic diversification. Rubio arrived representing a superpower seeking to reaffirm its Indo-Pacific commitment amid mounting geopolitical competition. His message was clear. The United States intends to remain deeply embedded in the region's future. He addressed maritime security in the South China Sea, denouncing unlawful claims and asserting freedom of navigation. While tensions over upcoming U.S. tariffs dominated the background, Rubio offered verbal reassurance that ASEAN economies might receive better tariff treatment than other regions. His diplomacy was reinforced by symbolic gestures, including a bilateral memorandum with Malaysia on civil nuclear energy cooperation and a high-profile meeting with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, where he reportedly tested the ground for potential pathways to peace in Ukraine. Rubio's agenda leaned heavily into traditional U.S. priorities, military alliances, strategic counterbalancing against China, and global crisis mediation, with an added dose of economic assurance. In contrast, Anita Anand's outreach was methodical and commercially focused. Representing Canada's pivot toward the Indo-Pacific, Anand's agenda concentrated on deepening trade, innovation, and sectoral partnerships with ASEAN. Central to her mission was the advancement of the Canada-ASEAN Free Trade Agreement, which she described as complex but progressing with alacrity. Rather than offering reassurances amid protectionism, she openly positioned ASEAN as a primary alternative to Canada's historic reliance on U.S. markets, especially in light of new American tariffs on steel, aluminum, and automotive goods. Anand also proposed collaborative frameworks in food security, artificial intelligence, green energy, and digital infrastructure. She painted Canada as a steady, trustworthy economic partner focused on shared innovation rather than strategic rivalry. The contrast is instructive. Rubio's approach leans on hard power and diplomatic theater, with economic engagement couched in strategic terms. Anand, meanwhile, offers ASEAN a technocratic, future-facing partnership based on trade reliability and sectoral growth. Both leaders framed ASEAN as essential to their national interests, but the methods, tones, and promises differed sharply. In short, Rubio brought symbolism and security. Anand brought structure and substance. One spoke the language of deterrence and alliances, the other of trust and trade. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again, its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
that subscribe button to show your support.